On the ITV network news tonight, political realignment in Kano State gathers momentum ahead of 2027 elections. Nigeria's Security and Civil Defense Corps emerges champion of Kada Unity Cup. INEC budgets 873 billion naira for 2027 general elections. Army Chief Shoibu says Nigerian Army's sacrifice key to Liberia's International Abuja Network Center is Charity Tanko. Charity, good evening and good to have you on the news tonight. In earnest, but you can watch IT News on the Senate allowing the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC to have discretion in handling electoral results, warning that it could have serious implications for the 2027 general elections. The report finding by Esther Ogoro is presented by Ofure Aneto.
The guest questioned the Senate approach.
The 2027 election, as regards the presidential, is going to be like a two-horse race, kind of, the coalition and the APC. And if you look at the parties and the personalities in the coalition now, I think the APC has, they have to go and do a lot of homework. They have to go and do a lot of homework.
From the manual voting of ballot snatching, ballots.
Several lapses in the system in the past. The analyst maintained that restoring public trust in the electoral system is critical to strengthening Nigeria.
Distinguished Senator, good to have you tonight on the news.
Good evening.
Thank you for
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, looking at the controversies surrounding the Electoral Act, now the question is, why does the Electoral Act grant INEC the discretion to choose between electronic and manual transmission of results without only to some kind of manipulations in the process?
Well, it was actually temple that passed on. As a matter of fact, it was interned today. I would pray that God Almighty will guide him into heaven and help his family that he's left behind. I won't say that. Coming straight to your question, that is not electronic transmission is the preferred method. Yes, is announced.
Yeah.
It's entered into from EC8A. All the agents is entered into from EC8A. All the agents signs with the security officer that are there. And then all of them are given a copy each. Now, the use of the word real time, transmitting real time, that has not been compromised. That has not been taken out at all. Okay. It will be transmitted real time. But we have gone further to ask, in the circumstance where that is not possible,
what happens?
What happens? Do we cancel that election? That is not possible.
What happens?
What happens? Do we cancel that election in those polling units? Because in most of our rural is from EC88 not continue with that process. So that was the question before us. And remember, we represent the people.
Yeah.
And part of the civic duty of a citizen is to vote. And when you vote, we hope that your votes count. If you vote, the votes are counted. You are not able to enter into RF. Do we throw it away in the dustbin?
No.
Or that's the point. So if the answer is no, therefore, what other method do we have available? No. If not, using the form EC88 as is required.
Okay, let's now go to looking at the safeguards that have been put in place by the National Assembly to protect or prevent the abuse of INEC's discretion in this process in selecting manual transmission of results in certain areas, and how the public can be assured that such decisions are not used to compromise the electoral process. So what are some of the methods that have been put in place by the National Assembly to monitor INECs to act beyond their discretion?
So in any polling unit, there are individuals that are there to vote.
Okay.
And I'm sure we all have our telephones with us. If the INEC officer says, I cannot transmit to IREV, and they say, no, you can't because we have networks here, he will have to do it. If he cannot do it, and everyone on that line or everyone that is there that voted actually know that there's no network here, I mean, they will understand. So we have not given them the discretion. It's not a matter of either or.
Okay.
No, it's not. You are going to transmit on the IREV. That's what you're going to do. We now say, in the event that that is not possible because of lack of, we also see the fault in it, the assembly can also revisit it and see what happens.
All right. Now, before I let you off, quickly, what are some of the specific reforms in the newly passed Electoral Act? Do you believe it will have a greatest impact in improving our electoral process in terms of fairness, transparency?
It takes us. It doesn't take some aliens to disrupt or to do whatever nonsense that it takes us also to do those things. Fine. Okay. You know, and so we've also looked at those situations and strengthened those areas. But it comes back to us.
Activities in Kano State are gradually gaining momentum. We'll take a short break on the news to continue with the news shortly. Stay with us.